Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in here tonight for some NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 action. It is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, race number 18 of 25 on the season, as we'll see if Carl Edwards can continue his chase for the championship. The New Hampshire 200 set to kick off here in this one. No practice, no qualifying, just going to hop right into the race. His cousin Carl will be starting from the back. It looks like Bobby Hamilton Sr. will be starting on the pole. He's making a late season charge for the point still, but he is very close to second place now, really catching up on the 24 team of Travis Quaffle in recent races. We'll see if he can keep that up as well. Thanks for everybody tuning on into this race. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as usual on the channel. And, yeah, we're going to see how this is going to go. Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody else on into the stream as well. For those of you tuning in. Green flag in the air. We're underway at New Hampshire. 200 laps and 200 miles around the Magic Mile. Oh, a lot of contact at the back of the pack. John Wood got into the 64, moved him up into Adam Bell as well on the outside. Stuffed at 3, nearly 4 wide. Edwards backed out of the gas and let them all make contact getting into the corner. Not the practice for qualifying. Edwards really just kind of wants to tiptoe. Oh, we got trouble! Trouble on the racetrack. Off turn 4, they stacked up, and it looks like Bell goes around, spinning and backing into the inside wall. Edwards got in the back of him. He tried to check up, but somebody got the wall on the outside as they were 3 wide off the exit of turn 4, and we have a lap 1 caution. Remember, we did not get a caution in each of the last 2 races, and we have 1 on lap 1 here today at New Hampshire with this crazy start. Kyle Larson fan, welcome to the stream. Michael Turner, welcome on into the stream as well. Flag back in the air. Not a great takeoff at all on this restart for Edwards. He's got a little damage to the front bumper of his car, getting into the back of Adam Bell there, who spun. Already double wide down the back straightaway now into turn 3 again. The dangers of starting at the back. Surprised Bell doesn't have more damage than what he did there. Surprised he didn't get hit by more trucks the way he spun as well. Couldn't save it though. Bobby Hamilton Sr. leads the first green flag lap of the race now. Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Another truck into the outside wall. However, Edwards just cleared for position. Got up into the wall that time. Honestly, I think New Hampshire puts on good racing. I think New Hampshire is one of the more underrated tracks on the schedule. The last couple of years, they put on some very good... Last season's race at New Hampshire was awesome, I thought. A lot of slipping and sliding around the racetrack. A lot of great battling for the lead throughout. There's been a lot of photo finishes at the racetrack in the past as well. 3, nearly 4 wide into turn 1 towards the middle of the pack, and there was some contact. No surprise there. That allowed Edwards to squeeze by to the inside as he continues to get through this traffic. John Woods also moving through the traffic pretty well. Oh, little contact. I think Wood came down as Edwards was coming up off of exit of the corner. Tough to see the 2 teammates get into it there. More contact further up. A lot of beating and banging already. You've seen a lot of beating and banging the last couple truck races as well. Both on short tracks at Richmond, Bristol. This track races like a short track. But yeah, I think New Hampshire puts on a lot of great racing, so I don't think it needs to be replaced either, as we have trouble in turns 3 and 4 and already our second caution of the night. Looks like somebody might have gotten turned into the outside wall. Oh, he turned him, yeah. believe that is the 152 truck. Could be wrong. Yeah, it is Bob Spear, and the 152 gets turned by the 192. Two cautions early. I have seen the road course because of rally cars running there, I believe, like a long time ago. That's the only reason I've seen the road course at New Hampshire. It's not very big, though. Like, it's not a big road course at all. It wouldn't work for NASCAR, I don't think. It's got to be the marketing. Maybe they just don't market the race that well in the New Hampshire area, and that's why they don't get fans, because the racing's good. Oh, another truck into the outside wall. The 191 and Scott Bush get together. About causing another caution. Edwards gets clipped off turn 4. A lot of crashes here already in this one. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Why is it that like all the tracks that produce good racing keep getting like cut from the NASCAR schedule? We got one Bristol race taken away from us for a dirt Bristol race, which I don't like. If they're going to race dirt, again, go to a dirt track. I think dirt Bristol is a success, but, and just like, you got a bunch of dirt tracks that you can bring a lot of fans in. So you got that. Chicagoland was the best mile and a half on the schedule, in my opinion at least. They took that away. Now you want New Hampshire taken away, and I think New Hampshire puts on great racing. Very underrated. 91 trying to crowd Edwards down the front straightaway now. In go-karts, I think I could beat Cody Ware. If Cody Ware doesn't have any experience racing go-karts growing up, I have full faith in myself that I can beat him in a go-kart. Like a legitimate go-kart race. Not like going to like an indoor slick track or something like that. No, not that. I mean like legitimate like go-kart racing. I raced on dirt though too, so I don't have much experience racing on asphalt. So that could be a downfall. I don't know. Maybe I'll be better. I mean, they say it's easier to transition from dirt to asphalt because you can control a loose race car. So on asphalt, when you're loose, it doesn't feel as loose. And it works for Kyle Larson. I'm not saying it's easy to transition either. I'm just saying it's easier than going from asphalt to dirt. I think people tend to struggle a tad bit more. More contact at the front. A little bump and run being moved. Travis Quaffle moves the truck to his outside. A lot of, again, beating and banging. We've already had 2 cautions. One on lap 1 and then one on about lap 10. DB Forever 85, welcome to the stream. Bob Spear got turned into the outside wall by the 192 truck earlier. All these stack-ups, though, Edwards keeps, for the most part, missing to the inside. He's making a bunch of passes. McGee looking to the inside of Brandon Witt. Witt's making a ton of moves as well. He's looking underneath Benny Allen for position. Edwards drives it deep underneath McGee into the corner. That center corner speed is really where Edwards gains on these guys. He's going to clear the 38 of Witt off the exit of turn 2. Should clear Benny Allen now into turns 3 and 4 and will. Quaffle ran a tad bit wide. Edwards gets underneath Quaffle for 3rd place off turn 4. It's Bobby Hamilton Sr. still out in front. Not by much, though. He does have the 2nd place truck right underneath him. Edwards clear off turn 2 on Quaffle for 3rd. Boy, Edwards got through this field very fast. See if Hamilton can hold on. Edwards is closing in, and I almost wonder if the 176 is faster, but he can't get around Hamilton with Hamilton in the clean air. We'll see if he'll move him. Seen a lot of bump and runs already. That wouldn't surprise me. It looked like, actually, that's a 116, not 176. I said it was 176 because the graphics. I mean, simply what it came down to. It's the graphics. Contact off turn 4. Edwards trying to clear for second. Got him, and now Hamilton overruns 1 and 2. Edwards down to the bottom, and side by side for the lead. Hamilton door to door trying to side draft Edwards, and he got into him there. Oh, and Edwards comes back up the track, clips the 4 of Hamilton. Hamilton goes wide again, nearly into the wall. Edwards goes wide into turns 3 and 4, but holds on to the lead. The 116 truck, he gets into the wall on his own off turn 4, overdriving it, trying to get to the inside of Edwards, and he couldn't do it. And now Quaffle's up to third, and he moves the 116, nearly turns him in turns 1 and 2, and Quaffle aggressively makes the pass, or at least to the inside now for second himself. Yummy, welcome to the stream. Oh, my eyes closed. Now, I know Cody Ware stinks, but he still does drive in NASCAR. You know what I mean? Like, he's got experience over, even me. I don't even know how old Cody Ware is. He can't be that old. He's got to be in his early to mid-20s. I'd probably guess like 25. He's still really young. It's like just as young as like Chase Elliott. Edwards not really pulling away, but he is maintaining about a 5 to 7/10 of a second lead consistently. I don't think Quaffle's fast enough either. I think the 116 truck is, but not all these guys, though, that's for sure. You put me in a stock car, I'll DNF just like... I like your honesty. I like your honesty on that one, though. I will give you that. Almost didn't get on the brakes in time there. Got it on the dot, he's 25. Yeah, there we go. It was just an educated guess because he hasn't been in the Cup Series. That means he's been in the Cup Series at least part-time for about 2, 3, 4 years. That means he was probably in the Cup Series at like 22, 23 years old. Like little to no experience. Waffle starting to run down Edwards. We've seen him use the bump and run on probably 3 drivers already today. We'll have to see if he tries to use it on Edwards if he gets a chance. I'm sure he will. Tried to do it a couple races ago at Bristol as well, if you remember. In a late battle for the lead between him, Hamilton, and Edwards. Edwards just has a lot lower, pretty much all the way around the corner. You could drive it in maybe a little bit deeper. You could hold the bottom of the racetrack in the center and exit to the corner. That's where Quaffle's not able to get to him. Oh, Edwards kind of slid up the track a little bit off turn 2 there. Quaffle closes in, but he's not quite to the back bumper yet. Oh, up the track goes Quaffle. I don't know if he got the wall or not, but he got really tight, goes way up the racetrack, and he's going to lose multiple positions. It might fall outside the top 5. I believe that moves the 116 truck back to second place. Is Chase still 24 or is he 25 now too? How did Rick Ware get 4 charters? He must have a lot of money in his pockets. It's a rich man. I don't know. Why? Not only how, but why? Why does he have the incentive? I don't see the Rick Ware cars being competitive anytime soon. I don't see them trying to get competitive either. I feel like he's the only race team in the Cup. Rick Ware Racing is the only race team in the Cup Series. I feel like that, just like even StarCom. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'd throw StarCom in the mix too. When Landon Castle got booted for Quinn Halp, I think that was the decision-making process there, that they're only in it for the money and they're not in it for the longevity and the hope to one day get to the top of the sport. Side by side off the exit of turn 4, Bobby Hamilton Sr. cleared off turn 2 for second, but now the 116 back to the inside. Hamilton's really driving it deep into these corners, trying to get to Edwards. Edwards has led for a little while now, and now Hamilton goes up the track. He brushes the wall off turn 2, loses some ground. 116 again to the inside into turn 3. He's pushed up the track a little bit more there. Still holding on strong for right now, though. 2 early cautions in the first 10 laps, none since. Nearly a 30-lap green flag run. I like that comment too, Inside Race. Needs 4 cars, so he has the better odds of one of them at least finishing. I do think James Davidson does have a lot of talent, though, for being a young driver at Rick Ware Racing. Like, if you put James Davidson in a more competitive car, right? Like, if he was racing... Let's say he was racing instead of Anthony Alfredo in the 38. I think James Davidson would be higher than 30th in points like Alfredo is right now. I just think James Davidson can actually drive a race car and drive it pretty competitively. I'm not saying that he's going to go compete for wins at front row, but I think he could get more top 20 finishes than what Anthony Alfredo gets. They're both really young. I think James Davidson I think he's a good enough driver. He's shown talent. And I'm not just saying that because of iRacing. I mean, he stays out of trouble. Like, any sort of issues that it seems like he has that he can't finish the race is only mechanical issues, and so not really anything of his doing. Dark Crypto, welcome to the stream. Best lap of the race so far for Cousin Carl's at 28.895. Just 7 races to go after this one concludes here tonight, the crowning a Truck Series champion on NASCAR 05. Remember, this is a season-long championship for the Truck and Busch Series races. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. I mean, at least Austin Dillon, worked his way to the Cup Series. Yeah, he had help, getting the rides because of, money, but he made the most of it in the Truck and Xfinity Series. He won a championship in the Trucks. He won a championship in the Xfinity Series. Didn't he win Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series, too? And yeah, he doesn't win a lot, but he's consistent. And he still has won 3 races, so... I don't see Cody Ware doing anything competitive. I'll say that much. Hey, I'm just saying, when Mike Joy, if Mike Joy can rip on Cody Ware, I mean, that just goes to show how bad he is. Bobby Hamilton Sr. brushes the wall off turn 4 again. Just a little bit of that tire smoke rub off. And just kind of overdriving the exit of the corner some of these times. Some get really tight in 3 and 4 and go way up the track. I don't think he hit the wall earlier, but he lost a couple positions. But he has, again, he worked his way back to second. We'll see what he can do now. I haven't even been able to check the score of that Tigers game so far tonight. Tigers are rolling, though. Tigers are rolling. I had a YouTube channel before. Yeah, so I tried the YouTube thing like right when I turned 18. No, that was even before that. God, how old was I? Yeah, I was on an old account. I can't even like get into it anymore. I don't remember the password. But yeah, YouTube was always like an option there, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I really didn't know what I wanted to do. NASCAR is where it's at though for me. I didn't do a lot of NASCAR on that either. That's probably why I didn't stick with it. I just wasn't having fun with it. Lo and behold, we got this. No, again, all my teams are in Detroit. University of Michigan is my college sports team set of teams. I only live an hour and 15 minutes south of Detroit. I live closer to Detroit than what I do Cleveland. Far closer than Cincinnati, too. Columbus, I'm closer to Detroit. I live in Ohio, but I'm in the northwest tip. There's a lot of like Michigan fans in this area. It's almost like split down the middle between Ohio State and Michigan. That's why it's such a big rivalry in this area of the country, especially because it's like almost it's like you're still in Ohio, but you're closer to Ann Arbor than what you are Columbus. About a half hour. There's quite a few Michigan fans. Bobby Hamilton Sr. got a great run off turn 2 that time. He's going to duck to the inside. Oh, he cleans out the 99 into the wall. Aaron McGee gets into the back of Edwards now. Bobby Hamilton just about dumped the points leader. And a desperation move. We stay green. Edwards falls to 5th. Hamilton falls way back. He's not even in the top 10 anymore. Didn't think that was going to happen. Brandon Wood going to move the 24 of Travis Quaffle out of the way and run him up the racetrack as well. Quaffle almost got into the wall. McGee now looks low for the race lead meanwhile. 50 laps in the books as the 116 truck leads. Witt runs the 24 of Quaffle up the track again. Witt's clear of Quaffle, but now Edwards is on the inside. Quaffle trying to side draft the right rear of Carl Edwards. Edwards got a little tight, kind of overdrove turn 1, but still beats McGee back to the gas. Clears him off turn 2. Truck in the wall hard off turn 2 that time. I couldn't tell who it was. Man, Edwards hard on the brake in the center of the corners. Almost got into the 163 truck again. Quaffle now to the inside, also looking for 3rd. 8-2 Tigers just went final. Nice. There we go. Actually, I have faith in the Tigers this season. First time in like 6 years. Don't forget, Colleague's going to have 2 entries. They've already announced 2 entries. You got GMS. They're going to run full-time as well. Don't know a driver yet, but they're planning on running full-time. 2311 wants to expand. And yeah, like you said, Trackhouse wants to expand. I think I understand why Trackhouse and 2311 want to expand, but 1 year in, pump the brakes right now. I know you can see potential in both, especially with Trackhouse right now, but I think you got to focus on getting that cut. Now, if Suarez makes the playoffs this season, I'm all in it. I'm all in if they want to expand, but if those teams miss the playoffs, I think you got to focus on the single car, get that single car running well, and then if you can hire like a veteran driver the season after that or something. I understand wanting to go for Kurt Busch right now, but I mean, if you can't get Kurt Busch if you're Trackhouse, you gotta wait. Get Suarez in the playoffs, whether it's this year or next year, and then whatever year he makes the playoffs, then work on a second team. So that way you have an established team already. Then you hire the veteran guy to step in, and it's only going to help Suarez even more because by that time Suarez is going to have confidence. He's going to be in the playoffs, and then he might be able to contend for wins or more wins if he has a teammate to kind of look off of as well. And again, it does have to be an older teammate, one that could definitely help him out. Kind of a 3-horse race at the front. A lot of drivers get into the wall today. We've already seen 2 cautions. Surprised we haven't seen more. So Hamilton is about to wreck himself as well as Carl Edwards trying to pass him through 3 and 4 about 10 laps ago. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot they were releasing a charter from Spire. And oh, yeah, that's right. Colleagues taking both of those charters next year, aren't they? If I remember correctly. 116 to the inside. He goes up the racetrack. Nearly gets into the wall. Quapple to second place. Oh, and now he's in the wall hard off turn 4. The 116, that is. Leaving it now as just a 2-horse race at the front. I don't think Lewis Hamilton's ever coming to NASCAR. Fans can dream, but I know he's making way too much money in F1 right now. He's got to be making so much money in F1. If he goes to NASCAR, it's going to be a pay cut. It's going to be a pay cut. And is he going to be as competitive? I'd say no. And he'll probably have to start from middle of the food chain because he's not going to go cup racing right away. Like, he'll probably have to run a season of Xfinity or part-time, to at least get some stock car experience with other cars on the track first. So you kind of have to move up the food chain. No, he's not going to. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. If an F1 driver were to ever run in NASCAR, it'd have to be a young F1 driver that's not panning out. I look at Roman Grosjean, for instance, how he came to IndyCar this season. Moving away from F1. He's still younger. Wasn't with a great team in F1. Probably didn't see as bright of a future over there. Go to the U.S. IndyCar. Someone like that It would be the only way I'd see an F1 driver coming over to race in NASCAR in any significant way. Much like Kimi Räikkönen when he was younger, too. He did the same thing. And he ended up, he only ran like a handful of truck, maybe some Xfinity races, too. I can't remember if he ran any Xfinity races or not, but never even really ran. I don't know. Yeah, he never started a Cup race. He just ran in the lower series part-time. That was it. See how desperate Travis Kvapil's going to get here. Another race, he's running second right behind the points leader, Carl Edwards, which is meaning that even if he were to beat Edwards, he's not going to gain that many points on him. This late in the season, he would like to gain more, especially being as far back as he is. Edwards has done a great job this season, not DNFing as well. Huge for this 99 team, that's for sure. By the way, I'm hoping we can get NASCAR Heat 5 back tomorrow. Again, I have to work, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll just have to wait and see. If not, we're definitely going to do it on Thursday. Then I'm leaving for Pocono on Friday already. Man, that's just insane. How quick that came by. 1 week to the next. It's going to be the same thing the following week, too, because I'll have to leave that following Saturday to get to Road America. Dream car is actually a car I have currently. It's a Mustang. I'd like a newer, Mustang for sure, but I got a 2004 right now, but it looks nice. Still runs well. I've had the car since I was 17. Very fortunate enough to have it. I got it really cheap, though, too. So, had to go for it at the time. I had the money that I knew I was going to be able to afford, and I've had it paid off for about a year and a half now, so that's nice. Haven't had to make car payment in a while. Still got just over 120,000 miles on it, so still gonna get probably a good next few years on it still. Once it gets through a couple more winters here up north, and it's gonna probably start costing me money, and that's when I'll be looking for probably a newer Mustang. But yeah, that's why I'm able to go to a lot of races too. Like, I'm still living with my parents, although I am, making some billing payments and stuff. Not having a car payment every month helps, because that was $180 extra a month too I was paying, but I paid it off as quickly as I could. Good to go. I mean, it's one less thing I got to worry about, especially if I did say, move out within the next couple of years. I'd have a car and it'd be paid off. So it's pretty cool. So I'm able to, it's $180 extra a month I'm saving. Easy to go to more races throughout the course of the year. Waffle back in the gas way too soon. That time. Off turn 4, nearly got in the wall. Did make a nice charge on the other end of the track, though, through 1 and 2, trying to gain right back on Edwards. I'm not going to answer that question exactly. I don't know. I don't even know the answer to that question either. My dream girl. No definitive answer to that one. I'll find out someday, though. That's all I'll say with that one. I'll find her someday. Gal Gadot. Who? What? That's an actress, right? I don't watch a lot of movies, so I'm not good with, like, actors and actresses' names. Unless it's like super, super, super popular, then I'll know. But isn't that the one from like Marvel? I could be wrong. Again, I probably am wrong. I don't even know if I'm saying that right too. I think I am. I'm pretty good with pronunciations. Need to be. Gonna be a commentator. You know how many high school games I played in or had watched in like sporting events growing up that I either played or watched my sister in, that they would mess up the name of like any girl on our team or the away team so many times, home or away game, like bad. Then the parents would get all upset about it. I still want you to say her name. The guy. Oh, that, yeah. So at my sister's graduation a couple weeks ago, I didn't even tell you guys. The guest speaker they had coming in to talk for about 20 minutes or so. He said my sister's name a couple times, like as like mentions for like random stuff, and he said her name wrong both times. Oh, jeez. My mom was about ready to yell in the middle of the graduation because she was like, "Oh my god!" Like the first time, and then like the second time, she was just like, "That's not her name." I was just laughing at the scene of it. Edwards in the wall off turn 4. Allow Quaffle to get back in the hunt again. It's a family channel. That mistake in the last corner might open the door for Quaffle, but Edwards beats him back to the gas. Oh, Edwards overdrives the corner, though. Wow, really crowded the 99. Clear off turn 4. Clean pass, nevertheless, though. Travis Quaffle getting 5 bonus points, leading his first lap of the race. You know who she is? She's Wonder Woman. Oh, okay. Is that Marvel? Is Wonder Woman Marvel? I don't know. I'm not a big movie goer. Comedy movies more often than not. If I did watch a movie like in recent years, but I don't get into action movies. Really, I'm not a big movie person. I'm lucky to go to the movie theater once a year. I'm not gonna lie, like it's just not my thing. NASCAR's my thing. Like every weekend, from like spring through fall, I spend watching NASCAR. I don't go to the movies. The only time I'll even go to the movies like during the summer or something, if my parents want to go see a movie or something. That's like the only way. Like, oh, we want the family to go out and watch a movie or whatever, and like, all right, is the race on today? Like, if it's a Saturday night race, we'll go like Sunday afternoon, or like we'll go Saturday night. Like, as long as it doesn't interfere with the race, I'll go. But Wonder Woman is DC. Yeah, see, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm good with that stuff. Same universe as Batman. Yeah, I don't know who's DC and who's Marvel. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Well, there's some of them I probably could, but I'm not gonna attempt. I might get scrutinized for it. Some people take that stuff super seriously, so it might take some people off by accident. I don't mean to offend anybody, just I don't know. I don't have the knowledge on it. Should be a one pit stop race here tonight, especially with those couple of early cautions. We haven't had a caution since lap 10. Went green at lap 13. And again, 2 cautions in the first 10 laps of the race. About a 7/10 of a second lead for Carl Edwards over Travis Quaffle. Quaffle was able to lead a few laps to at least get 5 bonus points, but Edwards has led the most up to this point in the race. Since taking the lead at about lap 20, he's only lost the lead for a few laps twice. Once to Quaffle here, and then when Hamilton tried the bump and run earlier, moved him up out of the way. Both of those two lost positions, and Edwards had fallen back to 5th before working his way back to the lead about 8 to 9 laps later into that run. Same thing we were seeing at Richmond in the last race for Edwards. If he can have a low exit to the corner, he is really, really able to gap these guys. Not as much as what you saw at Richmond. That's why he hasn't really had a lead more than a second in this race. But he also hasn't had to deal with lap traffic yet. I don't know how there hasn't been any lap traffic. I know we had 2 cautions, but they were both very early. Again, this is over a 70-lap green flag run now. About a 1.2-second lead. Quaffel's starting to lose ground from Carl Edwards. If we get the green flag pit stop, so again, that could be a difference maker. Alternating through the different camera angles for about the next 4 laps. Just an impressive season here for Carl Edwards. Edwards never won a Truck Series championship in his actual NASCAR career, so we're trying to rewrite history. Very low on fuel. Lap 89 at the line this time. We've seen fuel mileage races at New Hampshire in the Cup Series. Can we see one in the Truck Series here tonight? I think that's very much doable. Oh, contact! A couple of lap cars got into each other. Wesley Schmidt was trying to get going there with Edwards closing in from behind. Moving both out of the way, and Edwards is able to slide on and put them both a lap down. Quick, clean passes. Doesn't want to see anybody make contact right in front of him like that, but was able to not have to lift any extra and made those passes. Now he's on the inside of Kenny Hall off turn 4. Trying to put him a lap down as he side drafts him. Down the front stretch, got into him a little bit. That didn't help. It's got Richards, the 106 truck, up next. Nice clean pass on Richards, clear off turn 4. Largest lead of the race for Edwards, 2.9 seconds at the line over Travis Quaffle. Edwards really wants to split this race in half if he can, or is far past the halfway point, so he can definitely make it a 1 stop. But again, we have had 7 caution laps today. So 7 caution laps, even if he does go just past the halfway mark, who's to say he didn't save enough fuel early in the run to make it seem like he can make it a 1 stop, when in reality he might not be able to. Haven't really had a fuel mileage race in the Truck Series. We did have one at Rockingham in the Cup Series, for those of you that might have forgotten. One in the Cup and the Xfinity race at Rockingham, but none so far in the Truck Series this season. Almost halfway. Tell you what, I usually don't like streaming this late, but I did it for you guys tonight. I wanted to get the NASCAR Fantasy Podcast, out of the way as soon as possible to go into Pocono this weekend, and I didn't want to wait too long after the fact because, I'm still thinking about how great of a time I had in Nashville this weekend, even today. And the race was 2 days ago already, so that's how much fun I had. How great of an experience it was. I highly recommend going there next year, especially if you didn't go this year. Good chance I probably won't be able to make it next year. So I'll be going to other racetracks, newer tracks I haven't been to before, but I'm glad I went to Nashville. Hey, they go back to the fairgrounds at some point in time. I'll be there for that one. Mark it down, I'll be there for the first race at the fairgrounds. Edwards has been really, really low on fuel here. Most of these lap trucks have been moving out of Edwards' way so far. Underneath Mark Handel now to try and put him a lap down. A 5.5 second lead now for Cousin Carl. But this is going to be a fuel mileage race here tonight at New Hampshire. So I don't think Edwards is going to make it to halfway here. Got a lot of trucks on pit road currently, just shy of the halfway mark. I didn't say anything about doing a late night R-rated commentary, but I don't like streaming late. I'm not a night person, and I got to work tomorrow still. But again, I felt like I needed to do the podcast today. I wanted to do it yesterday, and I didn't give myself the chance to after driving home after my trip from Nashville. But there we go, lap 99 at the line for the 99 truck. And Edwards is absolutely on fumes right now with a nearly 6.5 second lead. Trying to desperately go one more lap. Lap 100 at the line. Some of the leaders coming onto pit road. Adam Bell, who went around for a spin earlier. Edwards is going to come into the pits, and he's going to split this race in half, and he is now out of fuel in 3 and 4. That's fine. It was right at the point he was going to have to slow the truck down to make it to pit road anyway. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. I don't think Edwards is going to have enough gas to make it to the end. No adjustments on this 99 truck, though. It is fast once again here tonight. I just ripped my headphone out. I don't know if you guys saw that in the what is it, early morning R-rated commentaries. Yeah, no late night or early morning. Here's the Mr. Clean crew going to work once again. Nice clean pit stop by the Mr. Clean crew. Travis Clough still on the racetrack. Trying to get more laps led in here. Could put himself in position to win this race, taking it a lap further than Carl Edwards on fuel. I don't know if Carl's going to make it. There were 7 caution laps earlier in this race, and there were a lot of guys that pitted before the halfway mark as well. Edwards was just shy of halfway. He ran out of gas in 3 and 4, coming to the halfway mark. He was going to pit that time anyway, so he's likely looking at about a lap short on fuel. But that's if we get 2 cautions. He's a lap short still. He might be more than a lap short if this goes green all the way to the end. If we get a caution, he is definitely going to top off on fuel and pit for tires so he doesn't have to worry about it late in the race. But if it goes green, it is going to be extremely tough for Edwards to try and make it. When you're racing for a championship, that's not something you want to see as a fuel mileage race. Surprised with 2 cautions in the first 10 laps. We have not seen a caution since. We've got almost 100 laps into this green flag run. 10 laps, 90 laps to be exact. 10 more to get to the 100 lap mark in a green flag run here at New Hampshire. Currently 96 laps to go. Just past halfway. Edwards out in the lead. Chad Chafin's in second, but I believe he still has to pit. And Chafin's coming in right now. I'm just shocked that guys have been able to actually make it this far. And actually, Chafin's in the lead, so he got 5 bonus points there. Leading that last lap. Edwards is about to cycle to the lead. Actually, he cycles to second. I'm not sure who is out in front. It might be Adam Bell, it looks like. So I believe Bell's leading his first laps of the day. Would I play Forza? Probably not. Oh, maybe a little payback up here. The next 2 lap trucks are trucks that got together, bringing out that second caution of the race way early on. They've caught each other again. There was the 192 who right hooked Bob Spear into turn 3, hard into the outside wall. Spear gave him the bumper there that last time through 3 and 4. He might be trying to get payback on him. We overdrove the center of the corner. Adam Bell still on the track. How is he going this far on fuel? He's going to have the best shot to make it into the end. 192 walks up the track. Spear underneath. Oh, he got into him. Spear doored the 192 truck. Trying to power his way underneath. No give there. All take between those 2 trucks. A rivalry being sparked here at the back of the pack at New Hampshire. Heavy lap traffic in front of Adam Bell. 3 wide lap traffic, in fact. Well, contact in there. Oh, the rookie! Oh, no! Bell goes around hard. Edwards into the back of Bell. It's the second time Bell's gone around today, and this time they stacked up 3 wide off turn 2 instead of turn 4. They were already wrecking when Edwards got to there, and Edwards got into the back of Bell pretty hard. That was not ideal for the 99 crew. And we get our 3rd caution of the race here today. Edwards is going to pit. He was involved in the accident, so he cannot pit for fuel or tires. But he is going to pit to repair that damage. He's got about almost 4 seconds of damage. After getting into the back of Bell. Bell's on pit road as well right there. Bell still had to hit pit road, but he made some contact and pretty much wrecked. And then Edwards piled in after the contact with those guys going 3 wide. This is going to put Edwards back in traffic. Double file restart as well with the lap cars on the inside of the lead lap cars. A lot of cars still in the lead lap. Edwards will have to restart 19th. Green flag back in the air. 88 laps to go at New Hampshire. Following the 3rd caution of the race. And hopefully they got Edwards' car fixed up about as much as they could. Oh my goodness, they're 4 wide down the back straightaway. There was some contact up there again. Look out here into 3 and 4. 4 wide in the center of the corner. Are they going to make it? Oh, Hamilton got squeezed into the wall, I believe. They stacked up behind, but they still made it. At least 1 lap after the restart. Will they make it another couple laps? A big checkup. Still 3 by 3. Lester gets into the side of the 82. Edwards got a little loose off the exit of the corner. He slides into the 82 of Billy Watson as well. 82 slides into the 116. And Edwards got into the back of him trying to check up, and he couldn't check up in time. Meanwhile, at the front, Travis Quaffle's lost the lead, and it's the 38 truck of Brandon Witt leading for the first time tonight. More contact with trucks in the wall off turn 4 behind. Edwards already back up to 6, but a lot of lap trucks in between him and the leader Witt. Favorite name of a fantasy driver? I still think Chuck Spicer, our fantasy driver in the modified series that we're using. I think that is a heck of a racing name right there, Chuck Spicer. Blue Castleberry, always a classic as well. 4 wide. Off turn 2 as well. And they made it. More contact into the corner. The 116 moved the 153 out of the way. Still continues underneath 3 by 3. Scott Bush into the wall off the exit of the corner. They're not going to make it to the end of this race without another caution at this rate. There's no way. Nearly 4 wide again. They are 3 wide off the exit of turn 2, though. More trucks banging into each other off turn 2 further back. Edwards hard into turn 3 to take away 4th. Brandon Witt is pulling away. Jack Baker in the 178 truck trying to get around Quaffle for second. As Edwards tries to close the gap. Baker to the inside of Quaffle. Edwards maybe trying to intimidate Baker. Trying to maybe get him a little loose. Working his way, though, quickly to the inside of the 24 truck of Travis Quaffle. Oh, Quaffle goes wide into the wall. He slipped off turn 2. Overdrives the exit of the corner, and Edwards slides underneath him. Edwards going to try to get Baker to do the same thing. Baker slides. Oh, Edwards into the back of him. Baker was drifting off the exit of turn 2, and Edwards just piled into him. That was a pretty heavy contact. Witt's out to about a 4-second lead now. 116 truck almost into the wall again, meanwhile. Edwards is up to second. Hugh Janus. Is there an actual Hugh Janus in NASCAR 07? Or is that like a fake driver you made up in the game? Because I could see that knowing. It's probably Hugh Janus. It's probably. There's no way in a rated E for everybody game they would have that as a name. I don't remember that. And I played a lot of NASCAR 07. Granted, I was younger when I played it, so I probably never like put that together of what that actually meant. Ashton G, welcome to the stream. Well, Edwards has a little bit of damage. Being involved in that last accident. They were wrecking in front of him, and he couldn't get out of the way, similar to the lap 1 accident at the back of the pack. And things just kind of stacked up off turn 4. They were 3 and 4 wide and a lot of contact. And the only difference was lap 1, they were congested together because of the start of the race, the double file start, versus the long green flag run that brought out the last caution. 3 seconds off the lead is Edwards on Brandon Witt. 75 laps still to go, but remember, Edwards is likely short on fuel to the end of the race. And there might be some other drivers short as well. This is going to be a fuel mileage race to the end. Edwards trying to go for, I believe, 4 wins in a row. 4 or 5 wins in a row. And it is going to be extremely tough here tonight. Did Hugh Janus drive the 169 car? Gotta plug my laptop in here for a second. Again, I think it was plugged in. Yeah, see, it's like I plug it in, it plugs in, it's charging. It looks good now. Better stay that way. Alrighty. Back to the action. The New Hampshire 200. .002, nearly 29 flat. Carl Edwards that last lap, even with a little bit of damage, but you can tell still less than 0.2 of a second off his fastest time in the race. Drove the 136 car actually. Oh, in the Cup Series, I don't remember that name. It's gotta be like Janus as his last name, but I can't believe they would have gotten away with that still. They had to have known what they were doing, though. Let's be honest. It is EA Sports after all. Sponsored by Bum Training. There's no way. There is no way. I do not believe. I was slowly believing it until you just named that sponsor. Once you name that sponsor, it's done. Wait, never mind. I created him. Yeah. I was going to say, once you said that sponsor, I did not believe that 1 second. Like, I was believing it for a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, once that sponsor came about, no, that shut it down. You took it too far. Well, Edwards has closed on Brandon Witt. He's about a half a second off the race lead. They'll be coming to 68 laps to go this time by. Whoa! Huge hop off turn 4 for Carl Edwards as he slingshots into the outside wall. What was that? Got to within about 2 truck lengths of the 38 of Brandon Witt, and now quaffles all over his back bumper. Huge pothole right there. Right when Edwards was about to go for the lead, and that's was a hard hit into the outside wall. No chance of saving that truck off turn 4. A little bit of a game glitch, I'd have to assume, on that one. Haven't seen that this entire race. Now he's got to try to pull back away from Quaffle and again try to run down the 38 of Brandon Witt. It's going to buy Witt a little bit more time. That could have been the first DNF of the year for Edwards as well. That would have been terrible. We had that happen to us at the Daytona Road Course on NASCAR Thunder 04, and we did DNF off of it. So we are very fortunate we didn't DNF off of it here in this truck race in NASCAR 05 at New Hampshire. I don't think that was the only time I think we've ever had that happen in a game. Now it's happened twice. It's been a while since the last time, though, but still. I think there's enough laps to still try and run down Witt. Extra damage not going to help. He's definitely not gaining as rapidly on Witt now with this extra damage compared to what he was before. Long ways until lap traffic for Witt. Longer it takes for Edwards to get to the lead, he can't even think about saving fuel. So he not only has to get to Witt, he has to pass him and then pull away from him before he can even think about trying to save gas. .7 off the lead. We'll alternate through the different camera angles one final time in tonight's race over the next 4 laps. Fuel mileage racing at New Hampshire. And the Craftsman Truck Series here in the NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 video game. We had 3 cautions here tonight. After back-to-back races coming into this one, going caution-free at both Bristol and Richmond. .999 that last lap. It's been a while since Edwards has been in that 28 lap barrier, second lap barrier. About 2/10 slower that last lap, though. Still only a second behind Witt. He's hoping he can close in on him again here and hopefully for his sake not have that same issue that happened the last time he got within about 2 truck lengths of Brandon Witt. Carter just physically jumped up the racetrack. Honestly, a little scared now. Run that yellow line. I mean, we were doing it the whole race up until then, and then that happened, and for some reason we couldn't really do anything there. Edwards trying to close all over the back bumper of Brandon Witt. Drives it deep into turn 1, but so does Witt on the outside. Cuts down in the center of the corner. He's going to hold Edwards off. Edwards wheel hopped it into turn 3. He got a little loose. We do have somebody blowing an engine on the inside of the racetrack. Can't tell who it is exactly, but somebody was blowing up down there. Edwards is trying to maybe get in the head of Brandon Witt, put that pressure on him like he did with Travis Quaffle earlier, and force him into a mistake to make a nice, easy, clean pass because Witt's battling him hard. Up the track goes Witt. He got a little sideways. Time for Edwards to capitalize on the big dive bomb to the inside. Can't quite clear off turn 2, and they're side by side down the back straightaway. Witt gonna side draft Edwards as Edwards drives it deep into turn 3 and clears Brandon Witt in the center of the corner. Carl Edwards back out in front at New Hampshire. Witt almost brushes the wall off turn 4. 55 laps to go, and Cousin Carl's back out in front at the Magic Mile, trying to get it done here today. Still a fuel mileage race to the end, but now Edwards is back in the hot seat and back in the lead. Forced that 38 truck of Witt into a tiny mistake. Not nearly as big of a mistake or a slide off the exit of turn 2 as what Quaffle had earlier when Edwards got around him for third, but that was more the 38 kind of getting tight and overrunning the entry to the corner and not the exit. Like Quaffle did a different area of the track. That's probably why Witt was still able to save it. Plenty of room to save it, but he did lose the lead in the process. Or allow Edwards to get to the inside, and then in the next end of the corner, Edwards is finally able to complete the pass. That was a one-lap process versus just a one-corner process earlier on Quaffle as well. 38 truck's got some speed. He qualified in the back half of the field, made his way up through the field pretty quickly. Edwards, remember, started at the rear as well without practice or qualifying. Those 2 early cautions punching things back together, though, really allowed the 99 of Edwards to maybe get through traffic a little bit quicker and easier than what it probably would have been if, say, we went caution-free again. Still a lot of racing left. Yeah, halfway on fuel right now. Edwards is showing to be about a half a lap to a lap short. Probably about a half a lap short on fuel right now. So he only saved a half a lap under that 3-lap caution earlier. Well, I guess he would have saved a little more. Remember, he was about a quarter of a lap short after 2 cautions in the first run, 1 caution in the second run so far. If we do get another one that he's not involved in this time, he will, again, pit for fuel or tires, so he can definitely make it to the end. But who's to say everybody else is going to pit too? Get right back on the same strategy. Ton of lap traffic still to come as well. Just to let you guys know, on normal work nights, I'm usually in bed by 10:30, and it's almost 11:30 Eastern Standard Time with 48 laps to go now at New Hampshire, so probably going to get about an hour or maybe even less than that, or more than that, less of sleep here tonight. And that was after working today, too, so it's been a long day. Doing it for you guys, so hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're having some fun once again here tonight with another full race NASCAR video game live stream. Hoping NASCAR Heat 5 can return to career mode tomorrow night. Next race is at Homestead Miami Speedway there for race 6 of the season. 5 different winners in the first 5 races on the Cup Series side of the career mode now. Trying to win a championship to wrap that up, hopefully in a rookie season. Again, nights I have to work that I can't get home early enough, you're going to be seeing a lot of Busch, Truck, and Modified Series action on NASCAR 05. Let's fill the gap in the meantime. Wesley Schmidt staying high off turn 2, looking to give Edwards plenty of room, but Edwards couldn't quite get underneath him, though, that time. Schmidt going to give all the room down to the bottom for Edwards again, though. Ain't been watching the race. There you go. There you go, Billy. That's the way to do it. Carl Edwards has just clinched the most laps led. Another 10 bonus point performance for Edwards and another max points day if he can go to victory lane. But again, he's likely short on fuel. He's got just over a 1 second lead over Brandon Witt, an even bigger gap to third and fourth places. Almost a half a lap behind Edwards right now. It's underneath the 164. Will make the pass. Edwards is committed to staying out to the end of this race, though, if this does go green. He's got hope and pray at this point. Really pulling away from Witt these last couple laps. Richards drives it deep into the corner. A little too wide there. Edwards down to the bottom. Slide job off turn 4 to clear him. Then Kevin Quinn. Lap down next, assuming he can get around him and clear him off turn 2, and he will. Clear. Quinn might have bounced off the wall off turn 2 as well. It was tough to tell. He got close. Last lap, 28.896. Only about 0.03 of a second off his fastest lap of the race, and this is past halfway through a tire stint. 3-second lead now to win. Tomorrow off, the match starts at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. There you go. There you go. Wish you good luck on that, Billy. As well as the rest of your season, too. Hit him good. Anderson was about to get in the wall how wide he was off turn 2, giving all that room to Edwards on the bottom. My goodness. Oh, man, another hop. Off the exit of turn 4. That time it was more the rear tires that came off the ground instead of the front tires. Second time in about a 20 to 30 lap stretch that's happened for Edwards, but because it was the rear tires, the front of the car stayed glued to the ground. The rear of the car did not. Again, hadn't had that the whole race. It's happened twice now. It cost him about 2 to 3/10 of a second that last lap, but that was about it. Kept it off the wall that time, too. That's strange. I've never seen that before. And only 7 races to go after this, and Edwards still is not DNF this season. I know these races are shorter in the Truck Series. It's still an older NASCAR game. Harder to control these race cars and race trucks versus the newer games. And I'm sure you could break 50. I mean, the later you get into the season, you're just going to become more and more comfortable. I'm sure you'll get it a handful of times by the end of the year. Do I eat tacos? I do eat tacos. Not too often, but we have them from time to time. Mason Powell in the 191. Edwards to put Powell a lap down. Lap traffic's a little bit more spaced out for now. Honestly, hasn't really been that bad despite this only being a 1 mile racetrack. Not that congested together. I'm sure Edwards is all right with that. Nearly a 3.8 second lead, roughly. Edwards is not backing off and he continues to pull away. I don't know what's better, a caution or not here. I mean, if caution comes out, I think Edwards would pit. But it also depends how many laps are going to be left in this race if he chooses to pit or not. How much fuel would he be able to save under caution? Him being the leader, he could stay out, everybody else could pit, and then that would really, really hurt his chances of holding on and winning. Because we have nearly 20 trucks on the lead laps still, I'd have to imagine. So if he runs out of fuel, even on the final lap, that is a lot of lost positions. "31 laps left. There's Adam Bell in the 123. All the room in the world to Carl Edwards. Bell steering clear that time. 30 laps to go for Edwards. It's 30 more miles. Try and make it on gas. Nice burger is probably my favorite meat. Although over the last few years, I've been eating a lot more chicken. It doesn't matter what kind of chicken either. No matter where I get it from, how authentic or not authentic it is, I don't know. I just like kind of been hooked on it here for the last probably 3 or 4 years, randomly. Kenny Hall in the 135 truck. Next one up ahead. You eat fake chicken. I mean, like, you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, like, pre-made or not, is what I'm saying. Processed. Low on fuel. Still 27 laps to go, and Edwards only has about a quarter of a tank of gas left. And about a 5.5 second lead over Brandon Witt. I mean, he has burned up probably more fuel in the second half of this run than any other part of the run. There were a lot of guys that pitted before him, but there were a handful that stayed out a lot longer than him. for that last caution as well, and there were some drivers that pitted under the last yellow on top of it, so just to top off on fuel at least. I don't think anybody took tires. Either way, 25 to go at the line for Carl Edwards to try and win here at New Hampshire. Likely short on fuel to the end. Oh, Edwards kind of crowded that lap truck off turn 4, got into him. Hangs on to it though, 24 to go. That'll cost him a little bit of his lead. About 6 to 7 tenths of a second lost that last lap. Comparative to second place, and leads back down to about 5 seconds even off turn 2 this lap. So too late to try and save this much gas for Edwards. I don't know. Edwards not going to intentionally wreck somebody. I might try to intimidate the next lap car I catch though. See if they lose control. That's legal. I mean, they're losing it on their own as long as I don't hit them and, you know, physically touch them and get involved in the accident. Then I can pit for fuel and tires. But if not, I don't know. Last 2 restarts, though, Carl Edwards has not had the takeoff speed, so I don't know if that might be the best call either. Could get a caution extremely organically anyway, too. Bob Spears, the next lap truck just up ahead. He was involved in a caution earlier in the race. 21 laps to go for Carl Edwards. William Jones, welcome to the stream. You have $900,000 in NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. You've done 20 seasons, nice. Especially if you haven't simulated any races. That's sticking to it right there. $20 to go at New Hampshire. $19 to go. It's going to be a long 19 miles for Carl Edwards to see if he can get on fuel. Bob Spear going to let him go. Edwards clear off turn 2. Don't simulate. Yeah, that's a heck of a dedication, that's for sure. Especially in NASCAR Heat 5 ball games. It's a heck of a dedication. Career wins, that's impressive too. Yeah, as soon as I win that Cup Series championship with the 4-race live streams, I'm retiring. Rookie season or not. Oh, 153 truck gets into Chris Sweeney. Both trucks nearly got into the walls. Edwards is just trying to get around him now. Getting a little too racy, perhaps. Might get crossed over off turn 2. He's going to throw a block. Keep these lap trucks behind. Oh! Somebody got the wall. Sounded like it. Maybe there was some contact further behind. That could be too. Not sure who this lapper is that's racing the heck out of Edwards, trying to get back on the lead lap right now. 16 to go at the line. Oh, up the track into the wall. Overdrive in the corner. Edwards kind of overdrove the corner too. Sweeney back to the inside. His lap trucks are racing Edwards hard here. He had about a 6-second lead. Now it's down to about 5 seconds. Big block by Sweeney. Edwards pulled down the center of the corner. He didn't realize somebody was under him. 15 to go at the line. The lead's down to 4.5 seconds. Does it let you go past 20 seasons, or is it cap off at 20, just like the old NASCAR games used to do? Out of curiosity, if anybody has tried it before. I know in the older EA games, it only let you go to like 20 seasons. It's clear as Chris Sweeney again. 14 laps to go. 4.3 seconds is the difference. Back to 4.5 seconds quickly now as Brandon Witt and the rest of the field behind start to get into more lap traffic. I think Brandon Witt does have more fuel in his gas tank compared to what Carl Edwards has. And some of these drivers will make it for sure on just the one stop. The 3 cautions really played this out. It might have been a 2-stop race for everybody if it wasn't for those 3 cautions today, but that's made the fuel economy to where some drivers are going to make it and some just aren't. Edwards stretched that last run out as long as he possibly could as well. 2 cautions in the first 10 laps of the race for 7 caution laps, and he was still out of gas in the middle of 3 and 4 when he was about to pit anyway at lap 100, which was a quarter lap shy, which is only a quarter mile shy of the start-finish line. He can coast it from there with this big of a lead if he's that short again, but I think he is a little over a lap short perhaps. 10 laps to go at the line. Edwards really hasn't tried to save much fuel. I think he's just trying to extend this lead as much as he can. Back to 5.3 seconds. 10 to go for Cousin Carl. Scott Bush getting a little loose. Nine to go at the line. There's no way Edwards is going to make it. Drives underneath Bush. They're going to try to put him a lap down. Barry Wilder's the next lap truck. Eight to go. I don't think Edwards is anywhere close to making it on fuel. He's probably going to run out here in a couple laps. I don't know how he burnt this much more fuel than the last run with only probably 4 less caution laps than what he had in the first run. But he was a quarter of a lap short before. He's going to be likely a few laps short here this time. 7 to go at the line for Carl Edwards. Jason Games, welcome to the stream. And William got the record 8 title. There we go. There's one other lap truck, and that's about it. 6 laps to go at the line for Carl Edwards. A 5.4 second lead. One lap car still might get in the way here. And Edwards is saving now. Edwards wasn't saving before. He is saving now. Well, he backed up big time. He had about a 5.5-second lead. 5 laps to go. It might be way too late to really start saving here, but he is doing his best. Backing this race truck way down. Oh no! On 2 wheels, off the wall, we got a big crash. Down the front stretch. Heavy damage to the 99 of Edwards. Quaffle involved, a couple of the lap trucks involved, up on 2 wheels as the game glitch caught Edwards, but this time it brings out our 4th caution of the race with just 5 laps to go. And he's going to have to pit to repair this heavy damage on the 99 truck. Can't pit for fuel or tires being involved in the accident, and that is going to likely end the chances of Edwards going to victory lane today. 5.3 seconds of damage. And the game glitch has just costed Carl Edwards a chance to win late at New Hampshire. He was in the middle of saving fuel. He bounced up on 2 wheels, nearly barrel rolled off turn 4. And when he caught the wall that time, he got ran over by about 3 trucks from behind with nowhere to go after he popped up. Again, he did not DNF, but this time it warrants a caution the first 2 times. Second time, he didn't even hit the wall, saved it completely. He only hit the wall the time before. And he is out of fuel on the restart. 2 laps to go, a green-white checkered finish. Oh, no. Travis Quaffle to the lead. He's second in points, trying to go to victory lane for the 4th time this season. Edwards is out of gas on the restart. Things are going from bad to worse. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go now for Travis Quaffle. Will he make it on fuel to the end as Edwards has to coast it around the racetrack? He's going to lose more positions. Edwards led the most laps in this race today. He is now back to 21st. I'm not too worried about the skill points. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way back to the finish line here. We're only 1 mile an hour. We need somebody to push us. Race is oh my gosh. Oh, that's okay. We ran out of fuel anyway. I mean, they already finished the race. Travis Quaffle gets the win at New Hampshire. And when you thought the championship might have been in the bag for Carl Edwards with 8 races to go, now we have 7 races left. And a 21st place finish. One lap down, not 2. We were 1 lap down. It was counting that last lap after the checkered flag. That wasn't an actual lap down there, but yeah, Travis Quaffle with the win. Chad Chapin second. Brandon Witt fell to 3rd on that last restart. Jack Baker 4th. Aaron McGee rounds out the top 5. Jack Sprague 6th. Doug Thompson 7th. Troy Perry 8th. Bill Lester 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Matt Crafton, who started towards the back. 32 laps led for Brandon Witt. Second most. Quaffle led 9 laps plus the win today. Big for him. Again, I believe that's his 4th win of the season. If not 4th, it's his 3rd, but I'm pretty sure it's his 4th. Edwards led 122 of the 200 laps. I mean, he likely wasn't going to make it on fuel to the end anyway, even without that caution, but that caution obviously hurt too. If you press L2, you will get more gas. What? Never heard of that. I had to pit, but I couldn't take fuel because I was involved in the accident. Now, I could have said screw it and did it anyway because I wrecked because of that game glitch. But man, what was up with that? We had the last like 65 laps of the race. 3 times we had that glitch where we popped up off turn 4 for whatever reason on the inside lane. In the running lane, we ran all day long. But 3 laps it costed us. Once it costed us the lead, we got up into the wall, fell back to 5th. But then we raced our way back to the lead after 9 or 10 laps. And then we did it again, but we saved it completely. We never hit the wall or anything. And that time we were up on 2 wheels into the wall. Then we got piled into from behind. And now with just 7 races to go in the championship standings, we head to Las Vegas under the lights in the next race. And we have a points battle once again. We'll check out the standings. Should be a decent lead still for Edwards, but that 1 race lead in the standings is likely gone now, especially with Quaffle being the one to get the win. He did lead the most laps, so 10 bonus points for Edwards in tonight's race, but that is not the most of what he wanted there. 283-point lead over Quaffle. I guess it is still over a 1 race lead in points. Obviously, Hamilton Sr. might have DNF'd. I didn't see if he did or not, but he's 481 back. I think he might have DNF'd because I think we gained ground on Hamilton again. Since because Hamilton was barely behind Quaffle. Quaffle with the win. Bad finish for Hamilton. Bad finish for Edwards, too, but Quaffle's not out of it. Still no DNF for Edwards this year, but not a good finish there. I think only his 3rd finish outside the top 10 all season in the first 18 races. That's pretty impressive. 18 races, only 3 finishes outside the top 10. Not too bad. All right, that's going to wrap it up here for a late night edition of NASCAR 05 on the channel. Hopefully we can get back to NASCAR Heat 5 tomorrow. If not, we'll be back with NASCAR 05 in the Truck Series once again, but this time it will be coming from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway tomorrow night for race number 19. Again, if we don't run the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode at Homestead. Just depends what time I can get off of work, with it being another work night. But thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Thanks for your support as always. And I will see you tomorrow.